2016, that is March, 7:21 a.m. Just one moment, Your Honors. Let me help you to be okay. In reality, so you are aware about everything already, I presume. Anyway, let's put in certain element on the view. Clear fact, after I ended what I've done yesterday, we're making the same as techniques of Gestalt called Birraspi defense. But our mottos are Godsmoderafmanvensengen called, which is exactly the way and the capacity for the making such a very confusional on the reading the 5% to 1%, percent or 16% of the whole, and saying that it belongs to them because of we'll repeat few words before or some after, or the whole after produced, which is exactly what this degenerates does, like any diablo degenerado terror, SODOM-GOMORRAH. So suddenly in the middle of this all, you understood extortions, and I told you my warning. While through my extortions, diablos evangelistas never stopped to making the degeneration state too. That Jimenez one presumed like helping me and being cooperator for the web. Liar, manipulative, degenerate, taking coins as well. The same Carnival, Cabrera, Cruz, Anacondia, Mateas, and the brother praying. Everyone kept on making the abomination and calling any degenerado all over the world for making a job. As you know, when I noticed you and I shown you, here in Argentina, we're the 89% of the whole of the world's Masonry, making this to me and to us. And it's no lie. And also the whole of the DETERMINATES heads of the Sodom-Gomorrah, pretender of world's government, to the making the destructions that come to me and to us. About this whole, evangelicals came the 5 DIC, which are the 62% of the whole of the world's evangelic, which scrambled in front of ADON for about the 100%, except for 2008. Reason why came the super dote Sodom-Gomorrah town, Binat, and Dijkser, which Mr. President Barack told him that he were already with capital sentence that do not dare to come in here to present himself for what he done, to Buenos Aires to the making the supper, I am the anointed. And they are already dead in hell, with the simplicity of third to doing, and at night done what he done. Now the reality of the soul, everyone kept on making the same and kept on kidnapping and raping and murdering people and delivering that they don't me here and they will prove that I was doing with 2 million murders, saying that they done an eye, and telling they will kill after F word and kill the whole of the Jewish with me. My friends, my cooperators, kept on getting inside the Jewish houses to rape, to murder, and saying, now get out of here. But you are pulling me out of my house, stupid asshole. And defending themselves as best in the middle of this. Destroyed my life all through the whole night, and while the extortion destroying me to cooperate, that I will be in jail and I will be having sex like a supper, deliberately insane slut nymph. And while through I crossed by one of the organizers and coverers of the Ranger product of Ford in Buenos Aires, Policía Federal Argentina, having sex right near at the door of the synthesizing of energy for this sector of the town for ADON company, criminals just like this, behind the ranger and the watch to the driver and after the other, with a person that we're asking to leave it and to not threat and to not do nothing in the middle of the street. And after that, the call rage on, it were us, don't you see the liars? Making the supposed patrolling guard. And the whole of the generation all through, that banana de Sodoma, which is no banana, Ejército Argentino, the liar that I approached to them, and I were knowing to them and had 187 of them making them pleasure the whole night about my rectum and my hands and my mouth. We're raping 304 families complete, and we have them all complete already, Jewish and non-Jewish. And we have them belongings, and we have the civil people, and Parrada degenerada to come into United States of America seeking places to show them that they would do what I've done, saying that I kept on robbing and the Jewish were helping me, and the whole of the states conspiring against Argentina, and they were the top of the head for the giving the direction of the reality of the God to saving the world. With evangelicals, Parra de Guarda of Guillermo Prenos, Walter Carnival, La Triple con Satanales, and Famalola. And everyone kept on making the same old, and no one ever stopped. Now the reality is, Gleki Bohar Fechalaki Misochlaki Shwasem and Akivida Bliske Sephia. Skopletting Rabba Fechalaki Moraso, Haras Blave Fogar de Hishe, Dachlaka, Radachlak Matsimiat Lauben Shugut, Batfen, Kelpika Fechalisos Matavishos Leki, Marabasaki, Oplevisos Patesh, Kaplaki Rebachat Haras Matavishos Matlevia, Rebas, Impassport, Secoatlica Rat Hish, Latika Marabafocalisos Lavim, Setlotika Ratacha, Halevico Rat, Heves Body, Snitchiatima, Vergebatleki Marasohua, Plevisos Levis Ishkitia, Kika Rifi, Temushe and Shema Shu, Ateka Ravechavatam, Setlu Utake Roshi, Repofaraleki Roshechoti, and Blokema Ravefehuatleki Vahovasoha Shedemi, Implekiva Hovatika Techalachava Shafapi, Telegima Ramasuko, Natlegma Teshnimi Sheat Smoktu, Rapipi Estak. Ransi in Amapleke Vahovasofa, Blevisos Sibika, Ropapa Pasi, Lagimarasoho Sheplevis Moravetaha, Ablevis Bodegimarataha, Havatlav Sushmetika, Mahavasir, Ropleki Mahavefeha, Tika Shenoshumu, Aela Tuka Vahavasoha, Levisos Ledish, Klegimaravefachalagibis Morate, Halvion Plavasos Ledish, Betachat, Helmetadutav, Hoptesmatik Mirabatisti Atsima, and Hoplav in Susher. Anglekin Bishkitia ka ala shohua bleves moraveser, Anglevi tochmotecha she ansebatecha, a eluda shechelekecha, da en mosemot, Kimpot leki moratecha levisochish badachmacha, blevisos li imiti shekel, Ropachala kishiti tache non shumu ataka arofam, se ambloveke moravetech levisos levisesikash kletika chut shotsu, amblek orofon, Repafachat Halechimita Shikola Choal, Barafochalaki Miratachal Visospetikan, Bachoba, Sepati, Sepacola, Kara, Halak Masushmotev, Toku, Reptim, Impotleki Marabe, Fochpatachota, Kaplekamaran, Raflech Masachaliki, Vichov Hadivisot Legish Vitacham, Adlevi Fochomatachliki Shotseva, Kalchalok, Replech Macholach, Adash Masech. Implokiva Rafochalcha Anatsu, Lavishmachari Homataran, and gives him again the Vorachanus, the generation, Sodom-GOMORRAH, with the sorry Parram Pharma of the mind control voodoo on the altar, Parros Generalos, Policía Federal Fuerzas Armadas, friends, everyone thing that they do to me. because of they need my pieces to prove that they will do, and they will be me, what I do, who I am. And the generadazos kept on making the same, and I crossed by perras evangelicals all night while the extortion, telling, acá no se le permitió hacer nada, después de todo, se levantan contra la autoridad y el Señor no avala eso. Everyone making these determinations to me, telling that they will control the disasters that I will cause. I and my Jewish spies, that I will bring violence and murders and stuff become a place everywhere, telling things that I was not in conditions to say and not allowed, because the Lord will keep them to handle the things He did to me, and I will be punished to being dispossessed about the whole of the power and things of heaven. That's the reason why they said they done to me, they done off to me the whole that were about being given to me. For about $3 million here and 974,000 decallions of dollars where lives and has to pay for the less humanity continuing and making the degeneration state to me and to us. Further, what have to pay to the state of Israel that wanted to murder me civilly and making a genocide of the whole of the land, saying that they will take positions in Gobil, Elron, and in the whole of the land with evangelicals, perros de cuarto of Fanverse brain, and in the whole of the Europe, also in US, against Mr. President Barack, and the whole of the administration and justice and state spies, telling that they will murder the whole of my bodies and taking positions. And are always evangelistas atrofiadas trogloditas de Sodom-GOMORRAH. Perras violentas rencillosas, diablos degenerados, with the pardon of the victims, that I will cheat. I will want to help and I will show that everything will be okay. But suddenly I came with a twisting and I wanted to kill them all. It's always the same and they never stopped. From Blackie Marabefehua Plebespatica Khatchalam Resasim, delivering that Lord El Chai would want to killing Jewish and cheating with me and will laugh the shit out in my face and making the chat for the Blackie Mahasim, while these brujas reventadas infernales, pretender of authorities of God, delimitatedly makes slaughtery and profanation and witchcraft supporting with the JHA'I Maklek teller, víbora degenerada de Sodoma-Gomorrah Babylonia, chat for the knowing whatever, for the making manipulations like have done here, coming to New York City, to Geneva Town, and to all over the RMT, United Nations, and Fogleff, lies and office and a hack, telling that they are not going to tolerate that. I will insult them the way I do, but I will rob them the whole HSTAN. And they will be the authors, because of nothing will be allowed to hear. Neither breathe, neither being, so they will ever have to take my body. And everything will be okay, so the business were created. La reventada maldita de la tierra, except the list as I son, ASHO'F, and set you. Foplegi maratachti bishmotachal kivarasuf ambulasosil. Ishkaltika rachalak, anspatich machal so. Ishkopletika mararefuch adachalak shet fimeti. Sartikam mararefechot ledevchat chalishka chatchenim. They will do everything and even the same to Melech Gadabas, telling that he should ever regret and consider that he had to giving himself to Gomorrah for they to F word and kill enough. Because if they will kill everybody if he wouldn't accept. Instead, being with a supposed fag, the generate chunky that it will be me. for they to understand that they had to submit him because of what had happened. Because of they had to die for they to be in the kingdom of heaven, because of that will be the rule. And also the whole of Hebron and the whole of the Goliath. Sodom and Gomorrah and the recurrently profanations, telling what I will say and what I will express for they to say it them first. Bateller, víbora de mierda gestal, bafalak. Sorry the word. Fod legima rafechuat, legima chetashvat, and legima rafechuat, legima chetishvach tachim, made up more the generations than the supposed. Dereka, the criminologist, watching porn and running for the huge piece of the military of Argentina. Do you have the complete of the plagi Maharasikhish Vasinin, no of criminology of the plagi Rakfochvat Lechbach Vasir, Kishpoteki Maharakish Vasimin that I told you last night? Admers. Golmer, Your Honor. Thank you too. For plagi Rakfach Bachlach, Hadishpetika Macho at Serobat Likim, Sosloatika.